Hello everyone, welcome back to Adventures in Ultrawide. This is the series where we take a look at the gold-rated Ultrawide games from the Widescreen gaming forum, and we play through a little bit of these games to determine if they're good or not, if they're worth playing. If you have an ultrawide monitor like this one is 3440 by 1440, there are a lot of games available for you to play at native resolution, but there are a lot more games that you can't play. So it can be really frustrating if a game that you're really looking forward to comes out and it turns out it doesn't support the 21:9 aspect ratio. So when that happens, you end up having to play the game where you have black bars on the right and the left of the game, and it's really distracting. You didn't spend $1,000 for a big 35-inch monitor for that, that's for sure. So anyway, you can see here we are playing a game called Divinity Original Sin. So this game has a gold medal on Widescreen gaming forums, and we've been playing it now for a couple of hours a night for about a couple of weeks. This is really an absolutely fantastic game. This battle that we're in right now is with a demon called Brachus Rex. And the first time I tried to do this battle, I got absolutely destroyed. So I ended up was not leveled up high enough, and I went back out and did some more quests and leveled up some more. Got a better control on what I was doing, and I came back and tried again. Still didn't go very well. I didn't die. I was able to flee the battle. And then heal up and come back. But I noticed what could maybe be a bug here. In this particular battle, you end up having to fight 4 bosses that you had fought previously in the game. And I noticed when I came back after I ran away that one of the bosses, the bone boss, he's just disappeared somewhere. He's not even here anymore. And the other bosses are spread out across the map. So I tried to do something new here, and what I ended up doing was I went ahead and came in here and then hid in that little entryway, because the main boss, the Brachus Rex, which you can't see right now, he's in the back of the map, he actually casts a fireball spell, area of effect spell, that basically just burns everybody. When I get hit with that, it usually one-shots my entire group. But it seems if you hide in this little entryway away from the arena, the bosses will come to the arch, but they won't come through the arch. So I've got everybody ganged up within this arch. But in this particular game that I'm playing now, I've got 2 fighters and 2 mages. The male mage is a water and lightning mage, and the female mage is a witch and a pyromancer mage. And then I've got the warriors, and one's just a regular fighter, and then the other one is a knight. So I'm finding all kinds of very interesting combinations that you can do here. The spell system is really dynamic. I mean, one of the things I'm really loving here is the summon abilities. If you are a geomancer, then you have the ability to summon, and you actually start the game, if you're a witch, with the ability to summon a spider, which I used relentlessly throughout my time with the game and still use it a lot. Now you can see I can actually summon zombies, I can summon the undead, I can summon spiders to my aid. I can fill the map with, basically dead summons or zombies and just wreck my opponent usually. But the strategy I'm doing here, I've got to keep my fighters back. They can't get close. If the fighters come into the arena, then they'll get the fireball, at least until I weaken this main boss. But so you're going to see in a minute here, we're gonna start here. We're gonna start laying down our assault by doing some pretty interesting things. So got a zombie already summoned, and I just summoned the spider. At some point, we're gonna get this boss with some crazy combos. At one point, we're gonna poison him. Then we're gonna hit him with a boulder, and we're going to light that boulder on fire. Then we're going to shock them. Then we're going to cast disease on them. And we're going to attempt to inflict them with poison also. But yeah, I have to say I'm very impressed with this game. It's very interesting. It is a turn-based game, old school kind of turn-based game, where Unlike a Diablo where everything's real time and you're just kind of smashing buttons and running away, this game is really strategic. You've got to really consider, who's on your party, what skills they have, and what skills the opponents have, particularly their elemental weaknesses. And if you don't have the required skills to exploit their elemental weaknesses, then you're probably going to get killed. So it's very fascinating. As you can see here, I'm launching Rain since Brachus Rex is a fire beast. So I'm going to cover the arena in rain and apply the wet status condition on all the players in the field. When something becomes wet, I could then get them with a shock with a lightning bolt or any shocking weapon, and that will usually stun them for 3 turns to where they can't move, which really opens up an area in which you can just all-out assault on them. So here, another great feature of the Witch here, we're going to buff some of our allies, so I feel it's time now to bring on the assault. I've weakened Brachus Rex and killed the other bosses, so it's time to take him on directly. So I've cast Fortify on her, so that she's got magical armor to protect her against Brachus Rex. So she's going to come in and start her assault. I've imbued her sword with a lightning spell, so every hit that she renders onto the enemy will usually also afflict them with shock or mute or silence or some of the other status effects. My primary warrior there is shield and sword, one-handed, and he's a standard master at arms. And then here's another one of my mages here. He's going to summon the undead and bring us another zombie into the battle. And the way this usually plays out, if you're lucky enough to not get ambushed and surrounded, you can really think long and hard about the best ways to do what you want to do. It can get tricky though, trying to play 2 mages and 2 warriors. You don't have any rangers, no ranged, friends on your team. It can get a little tough, but this is the route I went because I felt it would give me the strongest classes together. They would complement each other. So here we go. We're laying down the siege on the boss. I think we're gonna inflict him with poison now. And once he gets so many status effects, at one point after this, I think I'm gonna curse him, and then that's pretty much all she wrote. He'll be frozen, he'll be shocked, he'll be poisoned, and he'll be cursed. So he doesn't stand a chance at this point. So you can see here, 21:9. The aspect ratio is really amazing. This is the monitor that I'm playing this on is 35 inches. So when I'm sitting up at it, it's curved. And it's taking up all my periphery vision, so it's kind of like virtual reality, except without putting on a big headset. You can't really look up or down, but it is very, very immersive. And this particular ultrawide I've got here is 100 hertz, so it's 100 frames per second. It's pretty remarkable. So I would say, if you are a fan of Dragon Age Origins or you're a fan of turn-based combat or strategy, if you like Fire Emblem or those kinds of games, if you're an old-school gamer, then maybe Baldur's Gate, this is really one of those games. It's one of the rare games that will tickle that itch, really get you thinking, and really, really reward experimentation. So, give it a try if you're interested. The key aspect, though, again, it is full 21:9. There are no horizontal black bars during cutscenes. The HUD is properly aligned to the left and right. All the elements of the game appear in the right place. There's no area of the screen that's chopped or cropped or anything. So, it really is. It's a gold. It earned its gold star rating from Widescreen Gaming Forums. And you should check it out if you like this kind of game. Whether you have an Ultrawide or not, it really is a remarkable game. So in any event, we're going to go ahead over the next couple of weeks, and we will try out a bunch of different games, and I'll show you on an Ultrawide what games that don't support Ultrawide look like. And they're not horrible. I mean, they play fine. It's just they're playing in a 16:9 with black bars on the side. And it can be really distracting to be looking at this wraparound monitor where your left and right is black bars. So we'll talk a little bit more about that as we get into that. So if this is something you're interested in me continuing, then please let me know and I will make some more videos like this. I've been told by a lot of the people following the channel that the stuff I'm putting out is too technical, and a lot of people are not really interested in the level of technicality of the content that I'm producing. So I'm going to try to do something a little more lighthearted like this and see if you guys like it or not. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good time. We'll talk to you later.